Hello everyone, this is Kaylee from Birdy Adventures, and I'm here today to share with you my favourites from the month of October. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you've watched my videos before, welcome back. Please consider subscribing if you like what you see and you're interested in seeing more. But yeah, so yeah, I had a pretty busy month in October, so I have quite a few favorite things to share with you, so we will just jump right in, shall we? I'm going to start with bags because I usually start with bags. Yeah, so actually a bit of a preface, I guess. A little bit of a preface. This is actually my second time filming this video. I filmed it, was really happy with it, and then accidentally deleted the files off of my memory card without backing them up. So yeah, I was a little bit annoyed at that, but I'm gonna try and keep the same vibes that I had the first time I filmed it. But anyway, yeah, with that being said, let's jump right in with my favorite bag of the month. Now, I usually have a bag in my favorites, but this one's a little bit different because this one is actually a vintage bag. So earlier in the month I went to the neighborhood flea, which is local flea market that runs, I think, from May to October. And it's like the second Saturday of every month, the first Saturday of every month, I'm not quite sure, but I think it's the second Saturday. But it's really, really cool, and I picked up a bag while I was there that I'm just super excited about. And it is this one. This one here, this guy here. So this is a, it's a Looney Tunes duffel bag. It's got Looney Tunes on the side. This is from 1993, so this bag's 30 years old, which I thought was really, really, really cool. So it's good vintage Looney Tunes. It's got Bugs Bunny, Tasmania Devil, and Tweety Bird on it. And it's just a cool, like, weekender style duffel bag. It's kind of made of like a canvas material. It's I still need to clean out the inside of it, but as soon as I do that, it's ready to use, and I'm really excited because I plan on using it for weekend trips just because I think it's awesome. But yeah, so I actually got that for $13 from the seller, who I believe the shop is called Willow's World, but I will link their Depop down in the description below because they have a Depop. So yeah, but yeah, so I got it for $13 because it's stained, which I thought was really, really, really cool. So yeah, I suppose on the subject of vintage things, this is something so I discovered Depop this month, which is terrible for me, I guess. Great for the sellers of Depop, but terrible for me. So something else that I picked up from Depop is actually a sweater, and it's really fun. I'm really happy with it. It is this one here. So this is a vintage Mickey Mouse sweater from the 80s, which, yeah, I saw it, I found it on Depop. I was just kind of looking around out of curiosity, and I found it, so yeah. Yeah. So I got a vintage Mickey Mouse sweater from Depop, which is really, really cool and is perfect for the weather turning cold now, so yeah. Alright, moving on from there, I guess I will go into the books. Yeah, let's go with books. Books. So, I went on vacation this month to Washington, D.C., and obviously while I was in DC I went to see some of the monuments, some of the memorials, and I actually picked up this. This is the National Parks passport. So basically, this was really, really cool to me, and so my wife introduced me to this, and it's really, really cool. So basically you can go around the different national parks in the United States, and at some certain places you can get stamps. Just kind of, it's a cute little memento of your trip. So I started mine in Washington, D.C. I am not going to be able to find this damn page now, am I? There we go. But yeah, so I started getting my little book stamped. I got four stamps, eight, no, eight, maybe 9. I'm having a stupid fingers moment. Oh, 9. Okay, so I got 9 stamps in total, and they have like the date that you visited on, and they're just really, really cool. You can also pick up stickers, which they call like yearly. It's basically they do a yearly set of stamps which are stickers, not stamps, but they're perforated like stamps, if that makes sense. That are it's kind of a thing within the national park system, or that is from each region, because it's divided into regions. But I just thought this was really cool, so I'm looking forward to visiting more places and filling it up slowly. Yeah, so my second book is actually a journal. So I think I mentioned in a couple of videos ago that I got a traveler's journal, my very first traveler's journal, and I actually picked up one of the collaborative traveler's journal covers that I've been after, kind of the one that I kind of wanted the most, and I'll admit I picked it up from eBay, I think, but it's great and I love it. And it's this here. So this is the Tokyo Station Traveler's Notebook cover, and then I got a little charm as well. I also got like the canvas, like the cotton bag for this, and then the refill, and so it came with everything, but I only have the cover. So this is my trip journal, essentially. This is where I scrapbook my holidays and things like that. So all of my stuff for Washington DC is in here. I started decorating it with patches. So this is the Apollo 13 patch, which I got from the National Air and Space Museum, which, yeah, but I'm really happy with this. I mean, this journal cover is just, it's my favorite of the collaborative journal covers, except for the Moomin one, but that, I don't think I'm ever going to be able to get my hands on that. So yeah, I'm really, really happy with this. Okay, and then the last book in my favorites, I feel like I'm talking really, really fast, so I'm going to apologize for that. So the last book in my favorites is a comic book, and it is this one here. This is volume 2 of Wayne Family Adventures. As I say, this is a really, if you're a fan of the Bat Family but you want kind of more slice of life comfort content, this is the series for you. It's really cute. This one, I've been looking forward to this one. This one has my favorite couple of episodes in it, which is kind of the one where Jason has a panic attack, but I like the way that they handled that subject material. So yeah, Wayne Family Adventures Volume 2. I mean, look at this dork right here. Look at him. They're trying to have a movie night on the cover, and it's not going very well, which you can kind of expect from the Bat Family. Yeah, so moving on from there, I think I'm going to apologize if I keep going out of focus. For some reason my camera is just having a time today, so if I go in and out of focus, I am sorry. But yes, okay. So keeping on with the Bat Family, I have one figure in my favorites for this month, and it is this cutie here. Okay, so this is Batgirl, Barbara Gordon. This is from the DC Direct Artist Alley series, and she was designed by Chrissy Zullo, and she's on her little scooter, and I just love the colors. This is a 7-inch figure. She's made of vinyl, and I just really like her. She's the first kind of individual figure I've gotten that isn't Red Hood or Nightwing. I almost said Red Wing then. So yeah, I really like her colors. She's been sitting on a shelf at my local comic book store for a while now, so that's where I picked her up from, and been driving, so I eventually just gave in and decided to pick her up. So yeah, but yeah, so she's my one favorite figure for the month. Anyway, okay, from there I think I'm going to move into, so as I say, I went to DC this past month, and I'm a souvenir girl. I like to pick up little souvenirs, things like mementos of my trip, that kind of stuff. So I have some keychains here, a couple of which are from my trip, and one that's from a anime convention that I went to at the beginning of the month, right at the beginning of the month. But so first things first is this guy here. So this is a cute little pilot bear. Pilot Bear keychain. He is called Hal. Me and my wife decided to name him Hal. If you know the reference, you get a cookie. But yeah, he's called Hal. I got him from the Air and Space Museum. He's so cute. He's wearing a little leather, well, it's not actual leather, but he's little leather effect bomber jacket. He's got little goggles on. He's just super cute, and he lives on my Adventurers backpack now. Yes, he does. And then the other keychain I picked up from the Natural History Museum. And I saw it, and I was so captivated by it for some reason that I just had to pick it up, and it's this little fellow here. This is a little Tyrannosaurus Rex, and he's tiny, like he's itty bitty, like this is him in comparison to Hal. He's tiny. Yeah, but yeah, he's also clipped onto my adventurer backpack. I just saw him at the checkout at the Natural History Museum in DC, and I had to pick him up. He's adorable. Okay, so my last keychain actually kind of represents two things that I picked up at the anime convention. So, and it's this guy here. There we go. So this is a little keychain, Dakimora, I think they're called, of Dick Grayson of Nightwing, from the Bat family. I got this from a artist called Soltian, at Mirioku-con, which was right at the beginning of the month, and I have this exact thing as a full-sized body pillow as well. I also have the Jason Todd body pillow that I've had for a while now, and I've been waiting to see this artist at a convention so I could get the body pillow of Nightwing, and now I have him, and he's on my bed, and I love him. He is A+ fantastic. Okay, so I suppose next thing's next. I will go into plushies, I guess, because I have three. I have 3 plushes in my favorites this month. The first is a squishable. Now, I don't actually have that many squishables. For as much as I like plushes, I don't have that many squishable like plushes, but I saw this guy at the Tyson's Corner Center Mall and couldn't resist him, so I picked him up, and it is this cute fellow here. So this is a bat. Obviously he is part of Squishable's Halloween collection, I think, for this year. I don't know, so don't like absolutely quote me on that, but yeah. And I decided to name him Damien. Obviously Bat family theme continues, I guess, but he's one of their mini plushes, and he's super soft and he's lovely, and his little wings close via like a magnetic, like his claws are magnetic, so his wings will stay closed if I can get them closed, and he hides his face. It's really adorable. But yeah, okay, so the second and third, my next 2 plushes are also a result of me discovering Depop this month, and they are so cute and I love them. Okay, and it's these 2 fellows right here. So these are both plushes of Dick Grayson, Nightwing. I actually fell down a rabbit hole because of these plushes, because I discovered that they're actually really popular, and like people have done like a bunch of characters and stuff of these guys. Like this style of plush is very popular, and I didn't know that. I fell down a rabbit hole because of these guys. He is 20 centimeters tall and he is 15 centimeters tall. These guys also both came naked. Like, they did not have clothes when I bought them. They didn't come with clothes. I had to buy the clothes separately. I got the clothes from Amazon. I'm looking at sellers on Etsy that also do clothes for the dolls this size, but I needed to put them in clothes pretty quickly, so their clothes came from Amazon. He's wearing little pants and a shirt, and he's wearing a cute bear themed outfit. But yeah, these 2 both came from Depop. They came from the same seller, so they came at the same time. This one has a little Nightwing symbol embroidered on his belly, and I like that they both have butts because it's Nightwing, so yeah, he has to have butts. So yeah, these are little travel companions similar to my Red Hood amigurumi. He's about the same size as my Red Hood amigurumi, so these join me on adventures. I did actually take them to Washington DC with me, so if you check out my Instagram, which is linked below, you can see some photos of them in Washington DC, as well as Little Red Hood. Yeah, his adventures in DC. Yeah. Okay, so last things are last, I suppose. I have some kind of more random things to share. And okay, so after MiriokuCon at the very beginning of the month, which was in Baltimore, I stopped at a antiques mall in Maryland called Savage Mill, which was a really cool place. Again, antiquing is kind of new to me, but I kind of like it, so I picked up a couple of things while I was there, and one of them is this. So this is a glass Avon bottle in the shape of a swan. It doesn't have perfume in it anymore, it's been cleaned out, but there is a little bit of the scent kind of clinging to the top of the, kind of clinging around the cap, and it's not terrible. I'm not sure if I'm gonna store perfume in it or not yet, or if it's just gonna be something pretty, like a pretty trinket on my shelf. I haven't decided yet, but yeah, I got that from Savage Mill, from the antique mall there. The other thing I picked up was a Wedgwood dish, because I like to collect Wedgwood. Yeah, so while we were in DC, I also picked up some journal supplies, because of course I did. I went to a shop called Jenni Bick, which they do, I'll link their website down below. They do journal supplies. They also make custom journals that you can personalize, which is really cool. It was a really nice little shop, and all the staff were super friendly, so if you're ever in like the DuPont Circle area of Washington DC, I recommend checking them out. But again, also check out their website, it'll be listed in the thing below. But I picked up a couple more Ferris wheel press inks from there. I set myself a kind of goal in terms of I could only pick a red ink and a blue ink because those were the colors I wanted, so I picked up this one, which you are not going to be able to see these colors on camera at all, but doesn't matter. This is a red ink called Cabernet on the Lake, so it's like a deep wine red, and it has gold. It's got like a gold reflection to it. It's really pretty. And then I picked up the other one. The blue ink I picked up is called Celestial Soiree, and it's this one here. And this is like deep blue with, it's got little silver reflex in it. You can see they've collected at the bottom because I haven't used the bottle for a bit, so yeah, so we have to shake it up to use it, but it's fine. It's again another really pretty color. I hope to add more inks to my collection as I visit more stationery shops. Okay, and then the other journal supply I picked up is a pen, which I got from the National Aerospace Museum, and it says NASA. I picked it up admittedly because of the little astronaut guy hanging off the end. I'm a sucker for these pens that have the little charms on them, and this one has an astronaut on it, so yeah, I had to pick him up from the Air and Space Museum, and the pen's really nice to write with, which is a bonus. Yeah. Okay, so that's it for journal supplies. So the last thing I need to share with you is kind of a random trinket thing that I picked up from one of the museums that I visited, which is this. Okay, this is an encoding / decoding coin from the International Spy Museum. Now, the International Spy Museum is by far one of my favorite places to visit in DC. It is so cool, and I learn something new every time I go there. This was my second time going there, and it is by far the coolest place. I love any museum. Give me a good museum any day, but this one's up there. I really enjoy it. But yes, this is an encoding / decoding coin. It works on a basic replacement Cypher system, similar to the Enigma code, but way simpler. Which, if you're interested in the Enigma code, go to the International Spy Museum. They actually have one of the Enigma machines on display. It's really cool. I cannot stress that enough. If you're interested, if espionage is a thing in history you're interested in, or if you just like James Bond movies, recommend the International Spy Museum. Not sponsored by them, by the way. I wish I was, but no, I just really like the Spy Museum. I'm a history nerd, especially military history, especially World War II military history. So there's a bunch of stuff on World War II espionage and the Cold War there. So yeah. But I think that's everything for my favorites for October. So yeah, I think my next video is going to be probably my month at a glance, which is going to be mostly the little bits of footage that I got at the Natural History Museum, because I am a terrible vlogger and didn't vlog any of my vacation because I was too busy having fun. So I completely forgot to pull out my camera and vlog. I did take a bunch of photos with my film camera though, so when I get those developed I will probably share them. I'll probably share them on my blog, honestly, which again is linked in the description below. Like all of my other social media. Every shop that I've mentioned is going to be listed below. Some stuff you can just check out is going to be listed below. Yeah, just a lot of fun stuff happening in the description box. But anyway, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it, give me a like, maybe hit subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Until next time, this is me signing off. Stay nerdy, my friends. Bye.